Jonatan Guerrero Ramirez. I use he, him, él pronouns. I was born in San Miguel, Mexico. I grew up in Georgia, and I am now living in Charleston, South Carolina. I am an activist, I am an advocate, I am also an entrepreneur, but I'm also a mentor to LGBT youth living in the South. I knew I was gay literally in middle school. I mean, I didn't know what the word was, but I knew that I had romantic attractions to the same sex. I didn't meet another gay person until I was like in high school. And even then I was like, whoa, what is this like creature like that's like me, and what is gay? How do you spell that? You know, stuff like that. So literally, I guess it would be like around, I was 13, whenever I, you know, started really figuring out like who I was. But I didn't come out until probably like my sophomore year in high school. I came out to my parents and they were super accepting. They were like, you know, super positive. And at that point, that's when really I started defining my voice. I started figuring out, you know, this is who I am. And again, until I moved to Charleston, I was like, I have, you know, this privilege of being gay, and I need to use my little Latin voice to make a change into our little society. Originally, I wanted to move to like a big city like Atlanta, Miami, DC, but because I have DACA, it's very hard for me to find college at that time. I could only go to private schools, and even some private schools had to really go out their way to accept me. So I applied to so many colleges after high school. I got accepted to the Art Institute, and it was in Charleston. At the time I was like, Charleston, like, why Charleston? Like, what's down there? So my dad just said, you know, when an opportunity opens up, you know, take it. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll try it out for a year, see if I like it. If not, you know, no big deal. And literally like 5 years later, I'm still here. And I fell in love with the city. I fell in love with like the culture. It's an up and coming city for queer Latinx folks, and there's so much going on literally every day. There's like a movement coming on now. So I'm like super excited to be part of it. It's been around since 1994. So We Are Family is the only and the second oldest LGBT organization in South Carolina. We are also the only ones that support LGBT youth in South Carolina. So we can see anywhere from all types of folks, trans, non-binary, middle, high school folks, POC, and we help anybody under the age of 24, and we help connect each other to different resources. So it's an amazing program, and I actually started volunteering with them like maybe a couple months after I moved to Charleston. I met them through a pop-up shop through Closet Case, and I was like, wow, these kids are having fun, like this is super fun, what is this? And that's when I met them. I planned their first Spirit Day event, and then I was asked to do the queer prom for the kids, and that was like an amazing experience. I was like, wow, this is super cool. So that's when I really started volunteering with them a lot. We were adding new people to the team, which was the first time we were expanding the team at the time. So I jumped on it, and here I am now. So I run Closet Case Thrift, which is a thrift store that helps fund the organization. Cool. Seeing folks come together in tough situations. It really like makes me happy that when somebody needs help, we don't ask. We're proactive about it. And I love folks who are like that. I love seeing folks who have the initiative to help each other out.